What is the essential energy of the four of you when you come together as a team? And the word that you pick to kind of describe what kind of drives you as a group is synergy. Looking at those areas of your life where you felt very stressed, where you felt, angry and all of those sorts of things, give us clues as to who you are at the core.
A session is dependent on both the coach and the client because it is a relationship and it needs to be a well-chosen one. What is excellence like for you? What does it feel like for you when it's really present?
It is the best of all worlds. It's the goal of firing on all cylinders and having unity amongst your team.
If you're going to be the best, you need a coach. The greatest athletes, the greatest business people, they all have coaches, and they're the best at their game.
What is it like for you when intimacy is fully present, you have got it on a 10?
I introduced Keith and Ali to the Canadian Tenors, and there's four guys who've been working together as a team for several years. They're on top of their game, they know how to sing, they know how to perform, they know how to engage an audience, and I think that they really realized that they were four guys working as individuals who could be more powerful as a team.
So what I'm going to ask you to do is move to one corner over, and you're going to get the opportunity to stand in each other's corner just to have a sense of what it is that that person is about and what it is that they bring, the gift.
To be in a creative process with a bunch of really, really smart people, it's so dynamic and so intense, and it creates these sparks of conflict everywhere. And those are interpersonal issues.
These guys, as clients, when they come in the room, they are so willing to work with us, so willing to take the tools that we give them and implement them. As a coach, it's kind of like a dream.
We've learned that we all share the same goal in terms of it being the betterment of the band, and I think it's brought us much closer together.
Music is such a spiritual thing that if we don't focus and work on our hearts and our feelings and our emotions and our spirituality, that we're going to be missing out on half of what we can.
I'm so positive that the tools that we were given today will help us with that communication, with understanding each other a little more.
When you deal in business with human beings, they come to the table with so much stuff. The more that we can help them sort through that, then the more they're going to understand each other, the more they're going to play together, the more that the audience is going to see real people, and the more successful they'll be, and ultimately, the happier they'll be.
I can use a coach for two reasons. One is to get better, and the other is to stay as good as I am. They become sort of a mediator, a moderator, and at the same time a coach who inspires and cajoles and pushes and makes sure that people aren't just sitting in the weeds.
We think our higher purpose as human beings is to contribute to the human condition. From the time I was a little kid, I was always taking things apart and trying to figure out how they work. So it would make sense to me that I'd ultimately be looking at a group of musicians and taking them apart and seeing how they work, to ultimately figure out how to kind of help them go to the next level and make it work better.